All right, guys, the Raw preview for 4/29/2013. Tonight's Monday Night Raw. 1 week after The Undertaker it was on SmackDown technically, so 3 days. I was talking about the taping. A week after Undertaker got destroyed by The Shield, Dean Ambrose lost to The Undertaker, but then was triple powerbomb through a table, which was on SmackDown technically. But Undertaker suffering a defeat with Team Hell No against The Shield. The Shield have set their sights on the tag team titles, at least it seems. What is next for them? The 5-point preview on the Raw app was talking about this. What is next for the Shield? Who's going to stop them? It'll be interesting to see what the Shield does, how they go about their business, who else are they going to attack, and will they be going for those tag team titles? I want me some Freebird rule come the Shield winning the titles. Hopefully, that's just my thought. Another thing that they brought up on the app was fandangoing across Europe. Yes, Fandango got victories over Justin Gabriel and William Regal. And I know William Regal was competing because he went back home and was in Europe. But still, I guess it's still a victory considering he's kind of a big deal down in NXT and always is and was a great superstar. So Fandango's got 2 victories over those guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't let the A's breathe. Fandango. Now, a lot of people are thinking that because Chris Jericho's back on tour with Fozzy, it's not going to be Fandango versus Chris Jericho. That couldn't be further from the truth. It'll still be Fandango versus Chris Jericho at the pay-per-view. We just have to wait while Chris Jericho's out with Fozzy touring. Another thing that they're pimping out or, hyping up is this match right here, without Jack Swagger, unfortunately. They had one heck of a no DQ match between Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio on Friday Night SmackDown. If you missed it, it was a pretty good match. It was a no disqualification match. They were going at it in the end, though. Alberto Del Rio had a cross armbar locked in, and Zeb Coulter comes over with a kendo stick, throws it to Jack Swagger. Swagger used that to hit Alberto Del Rio to break it, then picks him up, hits his powerbomb, and beat Alberto Del Rio 1-2-3. So Swagger's got a win over Del Rio, and pretty much everybody's got wins over Dolph Ziggler. So the animosity, the feuds will be building between this rivalry, and let's see what unfolds on Monday Night Raw between the 3 of them. Hopefully more promos where they make fun of Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger. I'm always a fan of those. Next up, another thing we got to talk about, apparently it's kind of a big deal, even though I don't think they know what they're doing, is the Divas. Yes, they finally have a number 1 contender. Remember when Tamina was number 1 contender at Elimination Chamber and they swept that under the rug? And then do you remember at WrestleMania, that great Divas match? Oh, there wasn't one? That's right. But AJ Lee is the number 1 contender in a Divas division that is thinning out. But they do have some interesting talents. Naomi and Cameron are both talented divas who I hope to see compete eventually and break away from the Funkadactyls. Axana is all right to see. AJ Lee is the number 1 contender, setting her eyes on her former best friend, Caitlyn, even though Caitlyn's destroyed AJ before. So it makes it a little less appealing to me. But will AJ hold the title? Along with Big E potentially taking the title, so all 3 in the trio have a title. That would be interesting to see. And then say Shield wins the tag team titles, and then they all 5 have championships? Who knows? And the last thing, Cena. How severe is John Cena's injury? We know he's injured. They said on WWE.com it's an Achilles strain pull. Who knows? Maybe they're just using a storyline like Kobe because he's out for the year. Probably weakened him up. But let me know what you guys think about John Cena. Let me know what you think about Monday Night Raw in general. And until next time, we will see you all later.